Today I'll be showing you how to draw out daisies in the easiest way. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Everything you need will be listed in the description below. I'm starting off by drawing out some circles and an oval shape. These are going to be my guide for where the daisies are going to be placed. And I'm going to be placing a smaller circle in these two, but not in this one, as I'm drawing the circle on the edge of this oval, as this is where I'm placing the back of the daisy, which is called a sepal, but some people pronounce it sepal. Next, I'm drawing out the stems, and from the buds I'm drawing the lines going down. These can be at any position you like. It depends where you've placed the shapes of the daisies. On the sepal, I'm using that circle as a guide, and I'm drawing a wide U shape at the bottom. Just above this, I'm drawing a zigzag line. And rubbing the top of that circle. I'm just going over the zigzag line as it accidentally rubbed out. I'm drawing out some curved lines from the bud to the outer lines of the daisies. This is optional. You can use this as a guide for when you draw your petals out. Once I've drawn out these curved lines, I can now move on to the drawing of the petals. So you want to draw a line going down and curve it at the end, and draw in a line going back towards the bud, and keep repeating this process for each of the petals. Having the curved lines does help draw out the petals, and curving them towards that direction, and it helps it look more open. Once I've finished drawing most of the petals, I'm going to draw some behind these main petals so that it looks more layered. So I'm going to be drawing out the same for this daisy. Just drawing out the petals and using that guide to make them more curved so that it looks more open. Then drawing out some petals behind the main petals. This helps it look more natural and layered. And repeating the same process for this daisy too. On each of the sides, I'm drawing out some extra petals, and this helps it look more open. And drawing some petals behind the main petals. Next, I'm drawing out a line next to the stem, and I'm not making this too wide as I don't want the stem to be too thick. I'm also going to draw out some lines from the stem for where the leaves are going to be placed. And from those lines, I'm drawing out some more, going out. Once I'm happy with my placement, I'm going to draw around these lines and keeping each of the leaves with more of a pointed end. And using my 04 Pigment Micron, I'm going over this whole drawing, and if you want to make any slight changes, this is a good time. On some of the petals, I like to wiggle my pen, as this can help the petals of the daisies look more natural. I also like to do this on the leaves. And I'm rubbing out any of the pencil markings with my rubber before moving on to the line shading. And using a 02 Pigment Micron, I'm adding some line shading at the bottom of the petals. For more ideas, check out my tutorial, The Basics of Line Shading. This can really help to understand the different techniques of shading. I'm also adding some lines to the tops of the petals. And adding some stippling and some broken line shading to the stem and the sepal. I'm also adding some extra shading to some of the lines of the petals. I will shade the rest of the daisies in the same way, and also the leaves. For the buds, I'm drawing out some small circles and tightly packing them together. And the space that's around these circles, I'm going to colour this in. I'm also doing the same for this bud too. This is an easy and simple way to learn to draw out daisies. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.